けどね。汚いけどね。
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of JDM Masters RAW, like sushi. Today we are at the Hakone Turnpike Skylab, also known as Ernest Iwata, which is the sponsor now. We're not in Daikoku, not in Yokohama, but we're here today on a weekend. We're going to be checking a lot of cars. It's actually a large car gathering. A lot of people gather here, car enthusiasts. So if you want to know more about it, come join us.
その時彼女たちから立ち上がったその時彼女たちには嘘が見えたキャリアを求めるふりした街のシナリオ全てを任せない No, 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 you don't know me
Oh look, it's Takumi. So this is the Initial D and MF Ghost corner. There's a 20th anniversary station. This is Kanata from MF Ghost. It's my buddy. Always come up here in the mountains. But they have these gacha, which we'll explain a little later. They're actually all these character buttons. All of these are the MF Ghost characters and Initial D characters. Have a closer look. Oh wow. All the characters that Initial D fans probably know, from Fujiwara to the Takashi brothers, all the way also to the 5th stage characters, and they're probably only available here. It's not only a place for car enthusiasts, but for normal tourists who come up from Tokyo and just to enjoy the view of the mountainside, come up with their families or they come up as a couple and to enjoy the sights and sounds and just this breathtaking view of the lake. And Hakone is also very famous for many tourist spots, especially onsen, hot springs. But really, this is the place where a lot of car enthusiasts also gather. A friendly bunch. We're going to have a look at them right now. Let's go. One of the great things about Japan is they have these very cheap toys. It's called gacha. Now these are gacha machines, and it's basically these little capsules where you can find inside all kinds of miniature toys. Here, because it's a car theme, look here, we have the Nissan Fairlady S13, S32, and the car park set. Down here, we've got an 8 Mazda Roadster. We even have some other models from Europe, like 500, Fiat Delica. We even have here Sierra, and some European cars, Nissan, how? But this is interesting. Up here, we even have Onigiri and some cartoon characters, some very popular ones. It can be anything, but I think I'm going to try this today. Nissan GT-R emblem. Looks like they're keyrings from the PGC10 all the way up to the R32 and R35. So it's very easy. I'll show you how it's done. Take 300 yen and pop it into here. 3 coins. And you turn this. You keep turning it until the capsule actually drops out. Reach in. Here we go. What have we got? So it's a little plastic capsule. Remove the tape and crack it open. And I got a nice little GT-R keyring. This is really cool. It's a 33 R33, but it's exactly the same size. It's made of rubber, very great for collectors, and a lot of different stuff like this in Japan. There are even gacha stations in shopping centers, and you can go in there and find basically anything. Great for car collectors. If you guys do come here, check this out. Oh, so here in the open, and there's a car park right there. Let's see if there are any interesting cars. Huge gathering today. Oh wow, I see a NA1 NSX. Right next to it is another mid-engine car, AW11 Toyota MR2. great. I can already see a 1972 Nissan Skyline Hakosuka over there, right next to an R34. But I see something else. Let's have a look. It's 886. It's a Corolla 11 in the two-tone black and white iconic color. This one's great. It looks like it has the original decals on the rear, the apex valve, Corolla 11, very clean, lovely. This is one of the best things about coming to a place far into Tokyo Mountains. A lot of enthusiasm, a lot of just come here, gather, have fun, and you usually come in the morning. As you stay until the afternoon, more people coming up. Nice to talk to them, make friends. They're usually very, very friendly. A closer look at this.
いよいよスタートです。スタートしました。前は一周回中終わってカウントが出た。スカイラインは猛烈な追いつきをしていた感じが見られております。逆に入っていて高橋好調であります。オールウェザータイプの車両を選びます高橋。そしてその後ろにはドライタイヤを選び
The third generation C10 Nissan Skyline, which was developed in 1968 after the acquirement of Prince Motor Company by Nissan, was the first to carry the GT-R badge, itself a further development of their racing GTB car, and also inheriting the technology from the R380 GR8 engine. Beginning in the 1969 model of the four-door sedan, this was later developed into a two-door shorter wheelbase KPGC10 with the S20 engine, itself a very highly developed racing-derived technology using a 2-liter inline-6 N8 engine with twin overhead cams, 4 valves per cylinder and 3 Mikuni Solex carburetors, developing 160 horsepower, which is very advanced for its time. Rear-wheel drive format only with a 5-speed manual in a small body. This car, driven by legendary driver Gansan, also known as Motoharu Kurosawa, won almost 50 Grand Prix against cars like the Porsche and the Mazda rotary engine. The C10 Skyline GT-R was also known affectionately by fans as the Hakosuka GT-R. Hako meaning box in Japanese, and Ska coming from Skyline. Just to give you an idea how rare this model is, a total of 1,945 units were produced, and 832 of those of the 4-door and 1,197 of the 2-door variant, in which not many of them are around. We were very fortunate to see an elder gentleman who had kept this car for many years, fully restored it and finished in a very beautiful and unique champagne gold. So let's go have a closer look at this car.
This, guys, is a real KPGC10 Hakosuka Skyline GT-R. Now, there are very few of these. A lot of the times you will not see a real one. Most of them are replicas. It's very common for people to actually swap the badges on a normal GT 2000 PP and then with the badges. When you look inside, it's an L engine. This is the real thing. And you can see here the S20 engine, inline 6 with the triple Mikuni carbs. Everything's all cleaned up. The body has gone through rust and respray repair. You have the original radiator and some parts where they're upgraded to modern parts like this. The oil temperature sensor, but also there you can see right there KPGC10. That actually, let's go have a look at that side. Let's go have a look at this. Is the plate, the VIN plate is really important. Right here you can see KPGC10 1989cc, 160 horsepower. That was the maximum horsepower of the S20 engine, which was quite an achievement already for a road car in 1972. This proved it's the real thing. Now, one of the ways that we used to be able to tell whether a Hakosuka Skyline is the real deal or not is to look at the seats. If you look at the seats, you will see that it's a one-piece continuous, like a bucket seat. It's not reclinable. Now, because the Skyline GT-R KPGC is very, very big, it's not possible to actually get a seat off the real car. However, the owner tells me that these days it's easy to be replicated. But look at this interior. Everything is as original. The dashboard doesn't have any cracks. There's the red emblems there. He's kept it extremely clean. And he's kept this car for about 13 years. He also has up to 2 large vessels. And this is just a fantastic find to find an actual real Skyline GT-R. It's resprayed with champagne gold. What's also interesting to note is these fenders here, the over fenders. The original KPGC10 doesn't come with the front over fenders, it only comes with the rear ones over there, and they're usually black. But he's actually chose to put the front and the back to accommodate the wider tires, as you can see here. The RS Watanabe, of course, with good wheels, and a very classy champagne gold, one color. But also notice how the metal front bumper has no rust at all. Here you can see the 2-digit number, which means he's kept this for at least 25 years. Usually newer cars are now, if they're registered to a new owner, it has 3 numbers, but this is proof that it's not a car that's been bought recently. Very honored and very privileged to see this wonderful Hakosuka. Right next to me is a genuine Now, of course, these are worth a lot of money right now in the market, and a lot of owners actually just keep it in the garage, sort of like a 1-to-1 model scale. But it's really nice to see these gentlemen actually enjoying the car, driving it out here from their homes up the mountain to meet their friends and enjoy just that car camaraderie. It's fantastic. In pearl white, this is just priceless. Tastefully modified, a little tinny with the suspension, of course the wheels. The VBS wheels multi-mesh was quite popular about 20 years ago. Now a lot of people opt for modern Volks. But let's see down here. Of course, he has the original V-Spec tuner emblems. That's the real thing. It's not something added on. And below, you can see the carbon fiber rear diffuser with some added canards as well. Very, very beautiful. And right next to me, actually, it's a really clean 930 Porsche Turbo, something you might recognize. It's also featured in a very popular anime, One Gun Midnight. But here it's all, I think it's all stock. You've got the wing, nice body color, all nicely resprayed. Even all these plastic pieces, which are not colored, have obviously been restored. Also a 33 number, which means it's kept this for quite a long time. The wide body of this 80s Porsche, looking inside, you can see even the interior has the turbo emblems on the rear seat. I believe that's also original. Interior is really nice. It comes with a sunroof. Man, this is something just like out of Gran Turismo Sport. Let's have a look at the front. And you can really see how compact the older Porsches are. This body was used from the 901 all the way up to the 993 before they upgraded to a much bigger body. But here you can see the 930, it's classic shape, the round frog lights, low profile, and these parts you can see how it's really come from the 70s design, and they haven't really changed that much. The wheels as well, they're all original. Even I've noticed A008P steel radials. These are new tires, but they're still in the same spec as the older sizes because they're not really available anymore. And they're called classic tires, and they still make it for these cars that still want to run the original spec. Yokohama makes them as well. It's just fantastic. Out here we can see Mount Fuji over there, and car enthusiasts gathering out. Nice weather. This is the kind of car enthusiasm that we really like. thank you for the owners to let us preview the cars. Let's go have a look at the other side.
So that was a really quick review of the Hakosuka Skyline GT-R. There are many great cars and many great enthusiasts that do come out every weekend. We're going to be checking them out and do a full review of that really nice champagne gold KPGC10 in future. And maybe we'll be able to see all different types of cars, talk to different kinds of owners. So let us know in the comments what kind of things you'd like us to show, or maybe also the really beautiful roads around here, the onsen, and just how the culture and nature is of Japan. In the next episode, we'll be reviewing a S15 Sylvia, owned by a good friend of mine. And check out this next part. It's a 2-minute CM commercial spot that I did of the car, reviving a kind of feel from the 90s. And so, until next time guys, peace out.
足が向いてしまうはしゃぎながら